Oh, make a pie? Sweet. Alright, magical machine, make me a pie. Huh? Mm. Hey, come on, give that back. Uh-oh. Alright, I don't want a pie anymore. Hmm? Hmm. Black. Oh. Ah. Huh. Well, at least I'm delicious. Blech. Greetings, prankster gangsters. I'm the Fedora Mask, and April Fool's was quite a while ago. Fashionably late as usual. That seems to be my style more than anything. Just call me the Internet Explorer of Minecraft commentary. Back on topic. April Fools, the time of year where some pull silly pranks on each other, then laugh it off like the end of a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. For others, such as myself, it's just another work day with no time or setup to get into the holiday spirit. Luckily, the internet is here to help us get in a chuckle or two. So, what does this have to do with Minecraft, you may ask? Well, plenty. On April 1st of the year 2025, I've seen quite a few Minecraft-related wackiness around the web, at least a few that I saw and engaged with on that day. If there was anything that I missed, please let me know. I'd love to know about it. But let's not delay any longer. Let's check out some Minecraft pranks for April Fool's 2025. Let's start with my home away from home, Hypixel Skyblock. On April Fool's, every NPC has become Jerrified. For those not in the know, Jerry is the villager on your private island, and the pseudo-mascot of Hypixel Skyblock. The Jerrys even took over the hub map. It's pretty crazy. And from what I've read, your private island Jerry may walk on his own, though I haven't seen this myself. Luckily, all of that only lasts for the day, but this odd fellow in the hub stays for a week. Their name is Chuckleton, and they got a list of items for you to find in what they call the Honk and Seek event. You got 7 days to collect these special items before they become unattainable, perhaps until next year. And wouldn't you know it, these so-called special items are completely useless. This becomes obvious with the first item given by Chuckleton, called the Suspicious Red Gift. It ain't like a regular red gift that needs another player to open it. No. Just activate it, and this happens. Blech. Very funny, Chuckleton. I didn't get a chance to collect all the items from the event, but here are a couple favorites of mine. First of which is the Red Belt. I didn't even need a hint to know how to get this one. Simply fail a challenge at the dojo, located in the Crimson Isle. This special belt equipment gives a stunning 0.12 health and defense, and reduces damage taken by an impressive 0%. And no, the red belt cannot be reforged, just in case you wanted to make it a tad bit useful. At least it looks cool, theoretically anyway. Next up, we got the Warden Art, a pun on the RNGS incarnate item, the Warden Heart. Luckily, the Warden Art is easier to get, but it still only has a 2% chance of dropping from a Revenant Horror Slayer beast. So, what does this Warden Art look like? Ooh la la. How I'd love to be a decapitated head on her shelf. If only the other undead monstrosities in this world looked half as good. But the Warden Art is actually needed for the last item on the list, along with a few others, such as the Jerry Helmet, crafted with moved Jerry eggs, and a Fudge Mint core dropped by a Void Gloom Seraph. As someone who loves mint and chocolate, that sounds delightful. So, from what I've read, you have to repeatedly sneak with the Jerry helmet on until you get a prompt that goes, "Think, Jerry, think!" A reference to one of the first Invincible memes. After the prompt, you have to stare into the Warden Art while consuming the Fudge Mint core. And if done in time, you get this plump little chicken item. Thank you, Hypixel. At most, you could add these items to your museum. They won't contribute to the museum progress, but they'll be there to look pretty. Moving on, Minecraft servers weren't the only ones getting into the holiday spirit. One notable YouTuber decided to pull a silly prank. Enter Minecraft All-Star and magnet for controversy, Dream. After his slap fight with Tommy Innit, Dream has steadily gotten back into making Minecraft videos. And of course, one of them happened to be posted on April 1st. This video is very special, as it is a traditional manhunt, a real return to form on his channel. Only this one has a bit of a twist to it. Yep, turns out he forgot the hunters. Now there is plenty of speculation to what exactly this video is about. I thought it would be a solo speedrun, with the gag that there aren't any actual hunters. But at almost 40 minutes, there is definitely more to it than that. So let's take a little peek at Dream's Minecraft speedrunner versus 0 hunters. So Dream opens up with his usual spiel in these manhunt videos, with the notable difference that he is alone when his friends should be surrounding him. And as expected, he also talks about how most of his viewers are not subscribed. That's interesting, given his average views don't even come close to his sub count. I'm sure it's a common thing, but I like to know the reason for this phenomenon. Rambling aside, the manhunt begins and Dream starts talking to himself.
Please, just leave me be for once. Please.
Now this might look like Dream being a little delirious, throwing punches at nothing, and talking to the hunters who aren't actually there. But if you look a little closer, it does seem like Dream is taking damage from nothing. How curious. So we got all the staples of a Dream manhunt. Dream running about, quick maneuverability across the environment, crazy luck, and death-defying plays.
Oh my god!
There is also banter and combat with his supposed hunters, which amounts to Dream looking like a madman.
Oh my god, what? Die! GG. They actually got me low, so you got like a nasty combo on me. I like 1 heart.
Still, there are hints that all isn't what it seems. For example, this scene, which is my favorite in the video.
Oh my god! Ah!
So yeah, Dream took quite a bit of damage here, so something's up. Also, if he was just a bit closer to the polar bear, it would have been over for sure. So what's going on in this so-called manhunt? Is Dream all by himself, or not? Allow me to remove the smoke and mirrors for you. The answer is found on Dream's alternate channel, DreamXD, where the same manhunt video is posted, only this time, the hunters are actually visible. Now the combat and banter makes sense.
Oh, Dream! Oh my god! Yes! I'm killing him! He's running, he's running, he's running! There's a polar bear chasing him!
So through some mod or something, Dream was able to capture an instance of the manhunt where the hunters aren't visible. Very impressive. Though the system does have a few hiccups, such as the scene where Dream is tunneling in the nether, then clips through the wall.
Surely you're somewhere in there. That was ridiculous.
Of course, this doesn't happen in the actual footage.
You're breaking so fast! How did I not find you? Surely you're somewhere in there. That was ridiculous.
So if you enjoyed the Manhunt series before, you might enjoy this one too. Out of the 2 versions, I'll stick with the April Fool's one, just for the novelty of Dream fighting the hunters in his head.
How is the fire boosting you? It doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, George, you must be low. That was a good crit.
So we got servers and YouTubers pulling a few legs, but what other Minecraft-related shenanigans can we find on this wondrous day? There's an obvious one, but not so fast, because it turns out a toy manufacturer has gone down with the craft. And no, I'm not talking about the McDonald's collectibles, nor the movie action figures, though the Steve toy does look like a gag gift. What could be more insane than that? Bleh! Alright, I might have left a bit of info out. So this toy manufacturer does make toys, but they are adult toys, specifically fantasy adult toys, if you catch my meaning. Yeah, I know this is super weird territory to take a Minecraft video, but in the search for the bizarre, I truly have no saying where fate takes me, so deal with it. Now, I'm not gonna name the maker of these fine works, just know they're a big name in the business, and they dubbed this the Mineshaft collection. Very clever, guys. Give yourselves a pat on the back for that one. So you see these 2 rectangular prisms over here? Well, they're based on their most popular fantasy toys. Coincidentally, they also happen to be mobs in Minecraft. I'll let you ponder which ones yourselves. And these 2 are the same toy, but with a different color scheme. Not entirely sure why they went with this mob to get intimate with, unless you have a certain mod installed. Not to say the other one makes sense. Unless you want to recreate your favorite forbidden Minecraft animation. Take your pick. About that though, the makers have a disclaimer for customers of this line. Yes, this is not just a funny pic to laugh at. These were on sale for a time. So because of their unique shape, they don't actually recommend using these toys. You know, Square box doesn't go in the round hole. So this practically makes them the most novel of novelty toys. Though they still make them with their premium grade materials, kind of sending me mixed signals here. And if you bought a bundle, you get a pixel sword with their logo, so that's cool I guess. Now that I've said all I have to say about this gag, please take the picture down now. Thank you. Alright, we definitely need a palate cleanser after that. So let's head right to the source, Minecraft itself. Now if you don't know, Mojang has a bit of a tradition when it comes to April Fools, one that goes all the way back to 2010, or at least tried to. From fake stores, to fake announcements, then moving on to actual versions of the game. My favorite is the Poisonous Potato update, in which I made my first ever YouTube short. It added a new dimension, and gave the update's namesake a variety of uses, so this year's update has some big shoes to fill. But before we head right into the 2025 April Fool's snapshot of Minecraft, Mojang generously gave us another little prank right in the Minecraft launcher that they call Launchcraft. So how it works is there's a bar at the bottom of the launcher that has a Minecraft map aesthetic. By moving the cursor around, the bar fills and resets upon completion, and with each completion, you gain a skill that can be turned on or off. These skills are actually just cosmetics for the launcher. We're talking swords on the cursor, a bee friend, lead speak text, and a big old play button that's also on fire. Simply beautiful. I believe the skills go all the way up to 30, but I didn't get that far, as I was more preoccupied with the 25W14 Craft Mine snapshot, which finally brings us to our main event. Let's take a look at the Craft Mine update, Minecraft's joke snapshot for 2025. So you know how Minecraft normally plays. We're set out in a randomly generated world, with no sway in where we are or what we can find. But what if I told you, you can have the power to craft? I'm not talking about tools or weapons. I'm talking about entire mines. Enter Craft Mine. It's more than just the name of the game. It's, well, the name of the game. You'll see what I mean. But first, look at that menu screen. The Matrix aesthetic is pretty cool, and also fitting. So let's get right into it. When you begin a world in Craft Mine, you'll always find yourself in this strange room. In the middle, there's a block that looks suspiciously like a skull shrieker. A couple of locked doors, they yearn for the keys. Very clever, Mojang. And a corridor named Memory Lane, with a whole lot of shrieker reskins, different from the one in the other room. At first, I thought this was the way to go, until I found out the corridor goes on indefinitely. I'll explain it later though. So back to the starting room with the craft miner. This is where the magic begins. It gives us a whole new menu, which looks a bit confusing, so let me explain. Over here we have the mine description, which tells us what to expect when we craft a mine. And by mine, I mean an entire Minecraft world. There are a few predetermined effects, as they call them, and starting off, we're only given one empty slot. That's what these down here are for. A collection of effects that we, the player, can modify the world with. Pretty neat that we get a say in the matter of world building. Now with an effect chosen, let's craft a mine. Wow, this is pretty extra. So after that dramatic entrance, we arrive at the mine we just crafted, and so far, everything's looking pretty similar. Hold up, what was that? Yeah, as you can see, we have a few limitations. No armor slots, no 2x2 grid, and the inventory is just the hotbar. Luckily, the spawn area has a crafter, even if it's tedious to use. Think you can just make a crafting table? Well, too bad. It's inaccessible. So, starting off, you can only carry 10 items, and you have to hold a crafter and lever too. While mining, I came across a mine ingredient, to which it mentions a mine exit. But I don't know what a mine exit looks like, or what I'm supposed to be doing, so I took an alternate way out. Well hey, at least I got an achievement. So, I'll spare myself the newbie humiliation and get straight to the facts. There's a new button in the inventory menu, and upon clicking it, we have a bunch of perk trees. As we unlock from them, we not only regain our lost abilities, but we also get some new perks, like starting off a mine with tools and armor, as well as a full 3x3 grid right in the info, among others. XP levels are needed to unlock from the perk trees, and we all know how to make those, killing mobs, mining, and smelting. But XP can also be obtained by completing mines, and bringing high-valued items to the exit. Finally, a reason to mine copper. This is what an exit looks like, by the way. And bringing mine ingredients to them will give us more ways to modify the next mine. Fortunately, we are given a list of how to obtain new mine ingredients. My favorite is Amplified World, which makes biomes massive, vertically anyway. And whether we complete or fail a mine, we get it as an item afterwards. This is where the memory lane corridor comes into play. We can place old mines in these mine revisitors and replay them, though it is only a visit, as we cannot place blocks anymore. This whole world is just a memory now. It's kinda sad in a way. Not too sad though, as hostile mobs will still attack. So, getting back to the Minecrafter, occasionally it'll make a special mine. These ones cannot be modified. Guess you could think of them as unique challenges. This one simply wants us to kill a single Enderman. Luckily, an Iron Golem was more than happy to do it. After exiting, I was given a key that opens one of the mysterious shimmering doors. Huh, that was disappointing. Turns out, we can get these keys rarely from regular mines, and guaranteed from special ones. What the room will look like is sometimes dependent on the mine we just came from. Overall, it's just for show, but it's nice to build up a living space, and room to place some trophies. Shortly after, I came across another special mine, one that made me play Frozen Skyblock. Making cobble was tedious, but at least there were snow golems to help make snow blocks. I gotta tell ya, I don't play Bed Wars or anything of the like, so making a stairway over the void was nerve-wracking. Why is the exit so far away? So I think I'll end my dive into Craft Mine here, mostly because I think you should experience it yourself. What wonders will you create when you have the power to craft a mine in the palm of your hands? And with that, I'll leave you with this, an exclusive disc from this snapshot called Music Disc in Action, composed by Tone Deaf Rebellion. What a name. Thank you for watching this very late April Fool's special of the Fedora Show. So what do you think of these little pranks? Which one was your favorite? And was there any Minecraft related prank that I've missed? I'd love to know about it. So if you enjoyed this tour of tomfoolery, hit that like button, and subscribe if you want to see more bizarre Minecraft content on the web. So until we meet again, I'm the Fedora Mask, and I tip my fedora to you.